Yeah, I look like yesterday a little bit. But I was thinking because I saw Trump pardon somebody. Today's January 16th. And so I was like, let me see if I can get somebody pardoned. But then I went and looked at them cases. I said, oh, they put everything on that person. So maybe let me not. Well, what happened was the screen kind of went out. And when I came back, all the stuff had like I had did like copy paste, and then some of the stuff that when I came back it was gone. So I was like, that's just probably spirit just being like, what I'm saying, So I was like, you need to work with me because I wrote to Trump and Vance. It don't matter. They don't have to get it. And I was basically like, look, y'all under mind control or whatever. And they said your organization. So I said, Team One Health, Boat Shawty Boat, Gaga Divine Peace, and I said black strippers for Trump. You gotta throw one in there. So I put black strippers for Trump. Anyways, let me find out. So I was thinking about this YSL trial, right? And so like I was just thinking, so I said, let me just make a video. But like I call it the Salem witch trials. For the Eastern Orthodox. I went to the waterfalls and I put it in my post. Well, I'll put it in my post. Well, I gotta wait 24 hours. I didn't know there was a post cap limit, but I reached it. It made me think about what I should have posted or whatever. But like, anyways, so I was like, with that trial, like, okay, so Nigeria. That's the first thing I told him when I got there. First thing I was like, he's Yoruba, Nigeria, cover his head, get him some like Ifa beads. But he didn't have, because he had them in the video, but he ain't have nothing on there. So I noticed they didn't give him no Ifa beads. So I know my mama had some, like, they just regular to white, like all the colors or whatever. So she had one earring, or I had one earring. So I wore the earring like that. But see, when I went to the trial, I was just there. Like, I was just there. Like, I wasn't, like, there to talk to anybody, get to know nobody. Like, if I talked to somebody, it was just, like, trying to understand, like, who is this, who is that, type shit. type shit. type shit. That's what my nephew said. But anyways, and so, what happened? Oh, so I was just thinking, like, right? So Nigeria, like, they had this, like, they did this thing in space. Or, like, on my playlist, you see the thing about Nigeria or whatever. It's two of them. The top one is, like, my work with animals and climate change. And then the second one is, like, space or whatever. So, they've been using Nigeria, that force, like holding them back and whatever, or putting their spirit on Nigeria, like a bow and arrow. And so, like, that's why Jamaica got hit recently real hard, and I think that's why Afghanistan got hit too as well. That just came to my head. That may be the reason why. Like, that literally, like, boop, like the bow, boop, that just came up. Like, I don't know where that literally just came up. So anyways, I was like, okay, would you consider God a galactic being? Because like in the trial, if there is one thing that could go wrong or happen to get a mistrial, like one thing, just one thing. You just need one thing to happen. It happened. And basically what happened is I was talking to Yak Man Mama in the hallway. It was just me and her. And I think like right after we got off the phone, she had called somebody, or like right at the end of the conversation, she was on the phone with somebody. I do recall that. But other than that, our conversation, the only thing that was there was the camera. So I was basically like just like trying to figure out like it was just everybody was in the trial was like kind of confused. Like this is what's going on or whatever. So yeah, man, mama, I was like, in the DA office, it was like these men, they were heavyset and they kept staring at me. And so I ain't do it that tough, but I was just like, I did not stare back. I ain't mind your business. So yeah, so like I told her, I was like, man, why that big black guy keep looking at me? Or why she's like, oh, he worked with the DA like that. That's how we like if I talk to somebody, it was just like, what's going on, what's this, what's that, or whatever. And so yeah, like, so have you noticed like after that trial, like going to court has been like the thing to do, what you wear to court, blah, blah, blah. Like they wanted me to wear like my Muslim, they had got somebody to get me a Muslim outfit. And I said, y'all done spent $60 on some Muslim outfit and I need 4 bags of clothes. You're not offering to give me clothes, but you offer me $60 to buy an outfit. Like this was during the trial. And this is the last time I went to a mosque because I was like, I didn't necessarily ask for help, but if I'm telling you what's going on and you say, well, let me give you $60 to buy something, some clothes, and I'm homeless or I got clothes, that didn't make sense or whatever. So anyways, that's why I don't go to no mosque, whatever. But the outfit was fire, don't get me wrong, it was all green. I don't even think, I didn't even think about like if it was Saudi Arabia at the time. I just the color, I just liked it or whatever. So anyways, so like I was like, I told you, okay, I drank too much coffee. It was decaf, but still coffee. So anyways, I told Yak Man Mama, I said, why does that guy keep staring at me? And she was like, who? I was like, the big black guy that's sitting in the middle. And she was like, oh, that's just such and such. And I was like, oh, okay, like, it's just odd. She's like, yeah, he be doing that a lot. Like, he'll just kind of stare or whatever. And I was like, okay. So time went by, and I think that time just went by, and I think that okay, so, yeah, so, like, I don't know what happened. Like, after that, I stopped going, or maybe I couldn't get in. I don't know what it was, but, yeah, I think it was, yeah, I stopped going because that's when, like, Trump lawyer came in. I remember her name, Ashley Merchant, because Merchant is, like, merchants were, like, people that helped the colonizers or whatever. So I remember her name. So, like, it was, like, that time when all, like, Trump people came down there. They was, like, standing up for steel and right? And they supposed to be standing up for me. Anyway, and so they was standing up for steel, and it was just crazy. And then, like, the black guy, he was like, Judge Glanville. That's, like, if you look at the last couple of weeks that Glanville was there, the last couple of weeks Glanville was there. I think he was there like right before Veterans Day. You may want to look. Yeah, like I think that's around the time he left the trial or whatever. Yeah. So, anyways, was it Yakman? Not Yakman, but was it Shannon? Shannon lawyer? Yeah, I think it was YSL Shannon lawyer. He got up and he was like, Your Honor. He was like, Your Honor, like, this guy keep looking at me, and Judge Glanville looked at him, and Judge Glanville was like, how can you even see through the wall? And the lawyer was just talking, and Glanville was like, okay, I'm looking at the courtroom. I see the whole courtroom. How do you see somebody through a wall? So, is it like I know it's not perjury because you're not on the stand, but like, so when I say just one thing had to happen, that's the one thing you can go back to the trial and say it's a mistrial because I think you would need my statement. Like, you would need my statement and Yak Man Mama statement. Or if Yak Man Mama said something like that, you could just say, like, there was like, an extraterrestrial in the courtroom that was doing voice to skull, like that whole vaccine. If you just tell the truth,